Hey everyone, Marcia here. I am back today with another scrapbook process video from My Creative Scrapbook. Today I'm using the July Main kit. This kit featured the Simple Stories Full Bloom collection. Very versatile kit. It's a spring collection, but I'm using it to scrapbook some summer photos. This is my third layout with this kit. If you would like to see the first two, just look at the video history in my channel. My goal for this layout was to create two clusters, one along the side, the right side here, and the other at the bottom. I have cut out a pennant using my We Are Memory Keepers banner punch board. This is an amazing tool. You can cut a strip of paper and then you line it up based on how wide a piece of paper it is so that you can cut a perfect banner every time. Simple and easy to use. I love this tool. I cut a couple banners out to kind of frame and layer underneath my photo. And I'm also adding some other strips of paper here. Some of the paper I've torn along the bottom. I will be adding some machine stitching on this layout. I do machine stitching on most of my layouts, but I rarely talk about it on my YouTube videos. But if you look at the detailed photos at the end, you'll see what I have machine stitched. On this layout, I'm doing some zigzag stitching along that striped paper on the right edge, and I also added some along the bottom in that other cluster. I always love adding fiber elements to my layouts too. So here I'm going to tie some hemp twine around my photo and tie it in a bow. The photo I'm scrapping today is of my daughter and her boyfriend. They went to Tulum, Mexico last year. They ended up being delayed because he had contracted COVID, and then the whole party decided to just delay their trip a few months until they were all healthy and could go. I'm glad she was still able to go. It happened to be during the summer then when they went, but it worked out. Tulum, they said, was amazing. Beautiful place. After adhering my pattern paper banners down along the side and the bottom, I wanted to put some die-cut ephemera here on the bottom. I am not going to put another photo there on the bottom. The whole purpose of this cluster is just to make a fun cluster of die-cut ephemera. Before I adhere any of the die cuts down though, I wanted to use a stencil to add some interest to my background. I have this huge white blank canvas there on the left side of the photo, and I thought it would be really fun to add some interest to the background before I added the title over the top. I found a stencil I had in my stash. This is from Echo Park Let's Go Anywhere collection. It's one of Lori Whitlock's collections. And this was such a fun stencil because the arrows with the dash lines, and it reminded me very much of that pattern paper in the Simple Stories collection with the bees on it. And the bees have dash lines behind them to show movement, that they're flying around. Using this stencil with just some Distress Oxide ink, I used the Speckled Egg color because it's kind of a blue-green, and it went very well with the colors in this Simple Stories Full Bloom collection. And I just apply it with a blending tool. This is from Ranger ink. Just dab the blending tool directly onto the ink pad and then swirl it in circles over the stencil. What's nice about this stencil is that I was able to move it and continue the pattern on without really having an obvious break from top of the stencil to the bottom of the stencil when I moved it up. I'm using a title from the foam sticker sheet. I opted for Happy Day here. I love combining fonts in my titles, and so here it's a block font and a scripty font combined. And then of course I had to add some of the foam bees on here as well. In the die cut ephemera there are some cloud ephemera pieces, and I am putting those onto the background as well to add some more interest and make it seem more like a sky that those bees are flying against. I cut a tag from the tag pattern paper to tuck behind my photo. The easiest way to get these to tuck behind the photo is to actually cut them so that you're not tucking the entire tag underneath the photo. I tied some twine to the hole in the tag as well to match what I had tied around my photo. I'm tucking a flower die cut ephemera piece underneath my photo on the right side. I found this sticker, Sunshine Please, that I could put over the photo in the bottom. Then around that sticker I'm adding die cut flowers, and I'm going to add a die cut bird here as well. One of the last things I do on my layouts is distress the edges of my pattern paper, and I just do this by hand by running my fingers along the edge and tearing the paper in a few places. That's my layout. Thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to check out all of the amazing kits at My Creative Scrapbook. I am using the main kit, which featured the Simple Stories Faux Bloom collection. They also have a creative kit, a limited edition kit, and an album kit. So there really is something for everyone. Please go check them out. Bye-bye now.